Yo, 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 hey, this is your boy, Mind's Maturity, and we're here tonight for another episode. CanBo Greens. Hey, we back. Boy, back. Kind of pissed off though. Cause my damn microphone to come in tonight, man. I'm kind of pissed off, man. I promise next time I jump on this thing, the audio game will be a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? But man, the stuff they come in on time like it's supposed to today, man. So I already scheduled this how I wanted to schedule it. And I didn't want to hold it off, so I want to go ahead and get it popping tonight. Because there's other topics that I want to talk about. I'm probably gonna try to do a show tomorrow, and I'm gonna talk about it. So I really want to just jump into this one so I can do a follow-up show on some stuff I want to talk about Friday. So, hey man, the show must go on. My apologies to that, man. But I'm ready to get it cracking. Hey, I'm ready to get it cracking tonight. Hey man. Oh man. And before we get it going, I do want to talk about what I'm doing. We got two shows, man. We got CanBo Greens, which is me, my homeboy Deneen. Right now, I got my fam. She pops in from time to time, and she's gonna be on tonight. So we're gonna catch her tonight. Also, I got me and my homie Gooch. You know, we do Gooching it together, and we get it popping pretty good tonight. Also, I want y'all to check out the website, mindsmaturity.com. Check out the site. Hey, and I want to do a little quick story time for y'all, man. I'm gonna chop it up real quick and do a little quick story time. All right, so this is how life feels. You know what I'm saying? As a youngster, man, and moving around throughout my day from time to time in life. You know what I'm saying? My thing, my like. Wait, what's going on, Martine? What's going on, fam? My thing is, it was always to catch my eye, you know what I'm saying, with the red bone long hair type, you know what I'm saying? So back in my day, you know, that was always what you know what I'm saying, really got my attention, was those type of that prototype of female. And what's so crazy is, like, even though that was something that always caught my attention, it was never something that I could deal with for the foreseeable future. You dig what I'm saying? It was always either, you know what I'm saying, she had the looks, but when it came to the in-depth section, man, it was like they either didn't know how to talk or they talked too damn much. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, damn, like I could never get it right just because I looked at the outer shell of something. You know what I'm saying? But as time went by, man, I became a master of my understanding of myself. And when I start understanding the bigger picture of myself and understand the terminology of things that came into place, I start realizing that, hey, it's not always about the looks. but it was always about the substance. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Tonight, we're going to talk about the attractions versus the interests. And tonight, I'm going to throw my fam on. Here we go. What's good? What's good?
Hey, 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 what's going
Yeah.
on?
Hey, we about to get it. We about to get this cracking tonight. We gotta get it cracking tonight. This is a topic that what I'm saying. I have spread this throughout my community, and it's been a pretty interesting thing that we need to dive into. Because I'm realizing a lot of people don't understand the difference between attraction and interest.
Mm,
Oh man, like just studying and reading up on things in the past, and that's one thing I try to follow I try to follow up with things I understand. And one of the biggest thing I try to let people know is I learned from another story time. I learned from my big brother. I call him my big brother, man. Terrence, man. We was in college. He always had index cards all the time, and he always had a word of the day. And in that word of the day, he always had a word. He had a definition, and he made sure he learned and memorized that word of the day throughout that whole day. And I learned how to implement that in my life. Whatever words and stuff that I talked about and said, I want to have a true understanding of what's coming out of my mouth when I said it. I didn't want to spread information or spread gibberish to people that can affect their standpoint of things without me truly understanding it.
mm,
Because in my opinion, it's effective. You know what I'm saying? Like if you tell a blind person, hey, all you gotta do is walk through that door and you'll get to where you need to be. And if he walked through that door and he runs straight into some glass, you just caused a fatal injury. You see what I'm saying? You have caused a fatal injury. And with that, not only have you caused a fatal injury, but you have caused a distrust in that man when it comes to listening to anybody else. So that man will always have a wall up based off of what came out your mouth is going to have a domino effect on the information that they get from anybody else.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always tread carefully when I say things, and I always hold other people's feet to the fire when it comes to what comes out your mouth, because you want to make sure you come correct. Because if you fuck that up for them, fucked it up for all of us.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So hey, we gonna do it like this. I like to keep my shit organized. I like to keep a setting.
Is my sound okay? I feel like I'm echoing.
You sound good.
Okay, all right, as long as I sound good.
Yeah, yeah, you on point. And
Okay,
no noise, no nothing
okay.
at all. And we're gonna start with this. Before we talk about shit, we want to know definitions. We want to understand clarity of what the shit is. So when it comes to attraction, it indicates a physical desire or an emotional desire to be close to the other person.
Mm.
How you feel about it?
I can see that because I know people want to say everything isn't physical, but it kind of remind the emotional part. Uh, I mean, we need our person around sometimes, but if it's not someone that you're really close to, it kind of reminds me kind of like a what is it called? The Stockholm syndrome.
Uh huh.
And not saying this is always the case, but in a lot of cases, the emotional attachment is because you're bonding all over past trauma and pain and hurt. Not saying you can't be emotionally attracted to someone in a healthy way. It's just what I've seen. It's not as healthy and as positive. But yeah, definitely in my opinion, attraction, yeah, that because the first thing that you see before I decide, you know what, I want to have a conversation with this person. I want to know who this person is. It's something that I saw in them that made me want to spark up that conversation. And
Right,
maybe from the conversation, okay, then you can get my number.
right, right, right.
Mhm.
I want to touch a bit on that emotional part before I get to the physical desire. When it comes to that, I think the emotional part, and matter of fact, like I said, I had this conversation previously with my homie Terrence, and he brought something to my attention that I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Um, the emotional part attaches to how what a man has on. Um, so if a man looks like money, and what I mean like a briefcase and a suit, they going to attach that to stability. Um, or a man in a uniform.
But wouldn't that be physical then?
Um, it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is like it's physical because it's like, ooh, I'm safe. Like he looks handsome, he looks sexy, he
Mhm.
looks clean. But also it's a mental attachment to a place of um like damn, he's gonna protect me, or I ain't gotta worry about nothing when I'm with him, or I know like my bills gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a crazy thing when it comes to when you look at a person physical, um, what triggers comes in your head.
Mhm.
Like if you see somebody that's 6'5", a woman automatically thinks protection.
Mhm.
He's gonna keep me safe based off of like the daddy syndrome type thing.
Okay.
Versus a guy that's 4'11". You see what I'm saying? Like you would think a taller person may be able to protect you just
Yeah.
because how you what you see.
Mhm.
Also the military outfit. You know, it's like we see a guy in camouflage, like, okay, I like that. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
it could be for some badass reasons. Like if I get with him, he gonna have his own place. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he got this, he got that. It's the self-preservation when they
Okay.
see that. You know what I'm saying? That tracks them to that.
Gotcha.
And and it's like, and I had to talk to him like, yeah, damn, and that's how it get to the whole the emotional desire of that doesn't that man just gives that sense. It could be a false sense, you know what I'm saying, but it gives that sense.
Definitely that.
Um, it then is like, you know, when it comes to that, like you said, that physical desire, like just like we talked about before, the difference is like, why do women would date a man from prison, but I don't see no women picking up homeless men up the block? You know what I'm saying? Why? Because when a
Mm.
man come out of prison, he's bulk, he's built, he got tattoos, he this, he's that. It's the look versus a man on the street and homeless. He's those things that people talk about, like kind and loving. Like that man can be kind and loving, but he doesn't meet the look that makes that mind say, "Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
something
it."
in the brain has to be triggered to be like, okay, this is, yeah. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So
I
that's what
still
that.
haven't figured out that prison part. I wish I knew somebody so I can like ask the question, but
Yeah, yeah,
I still don't understand it. I mean,
I, yeah. It's the look. It's the look. It's like,
gotta be.
and that's why I tell people like, we gotta stop. Like we gotta be realistic on what attracts us, so you can fix that and be able to look at people that interest you. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because if you deny the fact um that physical features doesn't trigger anything, then you're playing yourself, because you go mess around and get with somebody that does not meet any of your physical features that you're required of. And what's going to happen is when you deal with that person long term, you're going to eventually be unsatisfied.
Yeah. It
You
has to
know?
be something like even if it's just their body or their hair. I mean, it's some goofy looking people out there, and they look kind of I don't want to say they look bad, but different from what you're used to. But
Right.
it may be cute in a way,
Right.
because it is different.
True. True.
I, I'm trying to make it make sense, child.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's all about accepting who you are. A lot of people try to be in denial of themselves
Mhm.
based off of like their poor choices. Like some people make a whole bunch of bad choices because they keep picking like I'm
Themselves.
top, huh?
They keep picking themselves.
Pretty much. Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? They keep picking, we gonna stick with that. They keep picking themselves and they don't want to realize that they need to look in the mirror, fix that part first, and then go back and look for people that attracts you.
Mhm.
Because if you are looking at people that are attracting you and they're not the right person every damn time, then maybe you need to fix something from the inside to get that right. Because a lot of women, this one thing a lot of people try to do, and I say that shit never works. It's like they don't fix nothing right. They'll just stop picking the different type of dude. They'll pick a different type, and it still goes wrong.
Mhm.
And they'll be like, "Damn, I did something different, and it still didn't work." And the reason why it never works,
Because you're not different.
exactly, your ass ain't different.
Yeah.
Like you still going to require those same things to keep you intrigued in that person,
Yeah.
because that person that you was naturally interested in, that attracted you, that brought you in, you was like, fuck all the red flags. Like, and that's the thing, when you're attracted, when you really really truly attracted to somebody, you say fuck all the red flags.
Yeah, you do.
You know what I'm saying? But then when you find somebody that is not attractive but they're interesting, they're intriguing to be around, you deep dive into their red flags. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes that can be a bad thing, because after a while
Mhm.
that person is going to get,
You just said something right there.
they're going to get,
That is so true. That is so
yeah,
true. You think about it, it's like, well, they're okay, or they're okay, but it's just something not there. What's not there is you're trying to put this guy with the other guys,
yeah,
or this chick with the other chicks, and it don't work that way.
yeah,
Because if you think about it, like mentally, on paper, what we really, when we say out loud or we write down what it is we want in a partner, we want it to sound good. We want to go for, oh, I want them to be intelligent. I want them to be caring. I want them to be romantic. Well, they could be all of that and then beat you up. Or they could be all that and not physically what you're looking for.
exactly.
Or they physically what you're looking for and they got four more of you. So mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I tell people, be real about the shit that come out your
Very
mouth.
realistic about what you need. If
Be,
you know you got to have a certain physical something, then that needs to be on your list.
yes, yes,
Because if it's not, and you find somebody that meets all these other, I don't want to say unrealistic expectations, but they meet all of this stuff on your list that you say makes up a good person, you're going to cheat on them, or you're not going to want to make it work with them because they haven't, you're not, the attraction's not there, that physical's not there. There's something about them that will make you, if you're not physical with your person, you're going to cheat on them or you're going to break up. And I know everybody want to say everything is not physical. No, everything is not, but it's very important.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah,
Be real with yourself,
oh yeah,
because we can't be together if I don't want you touching me.
exactly, exactly,
That's just real.
exactly. Exactly. Like people don't understand that, man. It's like that's why it's like I hate the the whole follow the leader type of mentality where people are so afraid to just point out what it is, but we are so settled to say what everybody else is saying, just to get along. And I'm not that type of dude because at the end of the day, we all want the same thing. All of us want to have the same thing. And in order for all of us to have and get what we all trying to get to, we gotta be realistic and we gotta call shit out to make progress.
That's
And we
right.
don't with each other because it's too many yes men, and then there's too many unrealistic, delusional women that be saying shit that doesn't make sense and it doesn't work. And then we have a lot of men that's agreeing with the delusion, and we're not getting nowhere. And then when you have the men that wants to pretty much walk into into a firing room and take the bullets and take the shots to let people know, like, hey, this wake up, this is not the world that we are really in. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit sounds good in a normal conversation. Just like there's a lot of shit you could talk about in the classroom, but guess
Mhm.
what? When you walk out here in these streets, it's a totally different ball
It's
game.
not like that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a totally different ball game. Shit, I can tell you that just from my job. There's a lot of shit they taught us in that damn class in that training room, but that shit was totally different when I got out here in this field dealing with these crazy ass customers and all. And you know, training didn't have dogs. Training didn't have racism. My training didn't have, you know what I'm saying, the wife about to kill the husband and all this other shit in my train. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So when we have these conversations, another thing I've noticed, we gotta stop being scared, especially men that are married. A lot of men that are married are scared to be straight up and be open about shit for the other people to have successful relationships and marriages. And scared, we're so scared to have a voice to tell people what the fuck it really is because we're scared that our wives is gonna shoot our asses or kill us or some shit or put your ass on the couch and you fucking up the standard and the realization that needs to be set between people that are dating or in relationships because you're giving these people false expectations and standards. I hate
Mhm.
those couples. I hate those couples to where it's like they'll tell you some shit and they know the shit is wrong and they know they are not applying what they're telling everybody else. They're not applying that shit. They just
Mhm.
saying that shit because it looks good on Facebook. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? It looks good on Instagram or it looks good on Twitter or YouTube, but they don't really give everybody the rawness of individuals' mindsets and how you
Mhm.
have to make that shit work. And it's not a easy thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not. But what we do is, and I blame a lot of married couples that is, all we tell people is the shit that sounds good and that works. But we don't talk about the shit that didn't work. And we had to
Mhm.
figure out how to make that shit that didn't work. Like the rebound, the recovery of things.
Mhm.
Why we don't? Because we paint what that shit said, the attraction. We paint a good look on everything instead of giving people the substance of shit that we gotta really pay attention to. And that's why we fail a lot in the whole dating and the relationship game because we don't even have a realistic book or a guideline to follow because people ain't too damn scared to be realistic in that conversation.
Mhm.
We gotta have it. Or we just
You
gonna
got
keep
to.
fucking having divorce. Our divorce rates are going up sky high. Why? Because we
Mhm.
got people that don't know the difference between a fucking date and a relationship. We know we got people that don't understand the difference between a relationship and being engaged or being married. We got people that don't understand the difference between attraction and interest. We got people that don't understand none of this shit.
Mm.
But we out here dating, having sex, getting married, getting engaged, and don't even understand the basic guideline of things. You don't.
Mm. Yeah.
You don't.
Every day.
You know what I'm saying? And the worst thing that we got also is we are so quick when it comes to this traction. We gonna stay on the traction. We are so big to say the shit that we like to have. We like to have them dark. He gotta be 6'1". He's gotta be this. He's gotta be that.
Mm-hmm.
When are you gonna start saying the shit that he might not have that you willing to understand? Like
Mm-hmm.
some men might not have but one fucking arm. You know what I'm saying? Some people might got one eye. Some motherfuckers ain't got all they damn teeth. You know what I'm saying? Some people, you know what I'm saying,
That
might
is
not
so
got
true.
might not got dreadlocks. They might be bald headed. You know what I'm saying? Or they might got the what's the moving on up the Jeffersons. They might have the Jeffersons
Oh no,
on the side of
stop.
their head. You know what I'm
Stop.
saying?
Better not nobody be out here under the age of 70 with the George.
But you get what I'm saying? Like we
Yes.
gotta understand it's a lot. It's we want the perfect image, and it put too much pressure on men. Because a lot of men, when they look in the mirror and they hear the collective of women of what they want and what they need and what they this and what that, they look at themselves like, damn, I ain't none of that shit. And if and you lose by default, a lot of these men will not step to a woman because they'll hear a group of girls talking in a mall and hear all
Mm-hmm.
the shit they want. They be like, damn, I can't talk to none of them because they're gonna hear that, and by disqualification, they're not even gonna come that way.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta be aware of a lot of that shit when it comes to that. Um, but I see it all the time. We got to be more realistic in what we want instead of creating pretty much what I say. Women want to marry Jesus. Women want to marry Jesus Christ. Okay, y'all want to marry Jesus Christ, but we out here want to be Cardi B. Okay, you can't marry Jesus Christ and be Cardi B. Okay, we gotta understand that a lot of this shit that we're asking for in men, holy dial, you're not gonna find a holy dial man. You're gonna find a man with full of sin, full of barbarianism, because we're men, we're barbaric, we're savages, we're
By
hunters,
nature.
we're killers, we all that shit. We ain't shit. I'm telling you now, ain't none of us shit. So whoever you pick, we ain't gonna be shit. In your in your eyes, we are not gonna be shit. You're gonna have something to complain about. You're
Yes,
gonna have something that
always.
you ain't gonna like. You're gonna have something that you're gonna have to talk to your mama about, or talk to your sister about, or talk to your cousin about. You're gonna have something. You're not gonna ever find that man that you ain't gonna have shit to talk about. For one, that's gonna bore the fuck out of you. For one,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have nothing to talk about, cause you be like, damn, I ain't got shit to talk to them about. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna have that alone is gonna bore the fuck out of you.
Wow.
And that's the shit that a lot of women don't want to herself. You love his fucked upness. You love it. That's why a lot of women stick with the fucked upness.
All the
And when
imperfections.
they
Yeah.
get that guy that does this, he does that, he does this, he does that. Guess what? They still end up divorcing. They still leave. You know why? Because that motherfucker kept doing too much shit to try to be somebody else that he wasn't even being himself. Because a man that's really being himself, a woman is not gonna like all the time.
Yeah.
When a man is really a man, you ain't gonna like it. Why? Because you're a woman. You will never like everything a man is doing because a man is not like a woman. So if I'm doing everything in my power to make you happy, doing everything to please you, then I am not being a man. I'm being you.
Mm. You said something right there. I
You
say
really
this all
do.
the time. I say this all the time. This is why it's so important to like be honest and clear about your expectations. Be realistic with your expectations. Because a lot of times people gonna tell you, you know what? I'm not even gonna waste your time, Shawty, because I'm not gonna be doing all that.
Right.
Or I might do it sometimes, or I might not. Okay, perfect example. You have like, and we were talking about this recently, me and a group in the spiritual community and in church. It's full of women,
Yeah.
and a lot of men out here are not very religious, or if they are spiritual, they're not going to go to church every Sunday and every Wednesday. Is that okay with you? Is it going to bother you that he's not at church with you? Is it going to bother you that you have um you you like flowers? He might be allergic to flowers. It's just something random. But
Yeah,
it's like realistically, like if you want flowers every week, but he allergic to them, are you okay with never getting flowers from him?
facts.
Because he can't give you flowers.
Yep.
Like I know that's like real random and like real out there, but I mean, you get the point. Like if it's something that you know you need and you want, don't be afraid to ask for it. And then don't be afraid that it's going to run the person off, because if they run away, take that as a gift. Take that as a gift. Quit trying to stretch this thing out, knowing that this shit ain't going to work just to say you got somebody. You knew this shit wasn't going to work the first week. But what you said earlier, you attracted to them, so you looking over all the red flags,
Yep.
knowing it's about to be a disaster.
Facts.
Listen.
Facts. Hey, I'm gonna end it with that. Let's hit the next topic. We're gonna go into the interest part. All right. Interest indicates an intellectual curiosity to the mythologically asset rather than other person is suitable for a long-term relationship. So this is step 2. And this is why attraction and interest is not the same. Because attraction is step 1, the interest is step 2.
Attraction opens up the door. Interest keeps you there.
Right. Right. So when we talking about attraction, people, I repeat, and I'm going to repeat this again. I do not need to hear men say anything less than body parts. I don't. If a man says he is attracted to a woman's mind or brain, he is a fucking bullshit.
Lying. He is lying.
He is
He's
bullshit.
lying.
He is bullshitting. Okay, he's trying to. If he tell you something, he probably even trying to get you, or he's trying to get somebody around you. He's trying to get somebody. He's just trying to please what the hell you say, and you crazy to believe that shit. But that's not true. Okay, it's not. It's not. Like, stop this shit. Now, if you want to say, if y'all want to ask the question, you know what I'm saying, what men are interested in, now we got something. And this is what we're finna talk about now is the interest. So I'm gonna ask you, Lex, what are your interests when it comes to a man?
If he is family oriented, if he is I don't want to say like, how do I put it? You ain't got to be a social butterfly, but for me, I like to go places, and I don't need you just sitting there being a bump on the log while everybody else is having a conversation. I need you to be able, someone who's flexible. I need you to be able, no matter if we are at a company Christmas party or we watching a football game at your brother's house, I need you to be able to adapt.
Right.
Someone who, for me, this goes into like the book with the love languages. I feel like I am the most cared for and loved if my partner does something for me that I don't have to do. Like maybe I mentioned something 2 weeks ago and he's like, oh, well, I know you said you want it. Here it is. Or
Right.
if I say, you know what, I just don't have time to pick up all this stuff and I got to do this and I got to do that. You know what? Let me go gas your car up so you can just get straight to what you need to do, because I saw your gas was low. So you ain't got to stop and get gas. You can just go straight to where you need to go. Acts
Right.
of service. It's not, that's The physical is good, but yeah, that interest, I need you to be there. I need you to be present. I need you to somewhat act like you're paying attention to me.
Right. Right.
I know you're not going to hear everything. That's impossible. But at least act like you're paying attention.
I dig it. I dig it. I dig it.
Yes.
I dig it.
So what you got on the interest part?
On the interest part, I would like to say my number one is um be able to um keep up a conversation.
Mm,
Be able to keep up with the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the things of that men I will have to vouch and say is we want our woman to be our best friend.
mm-hmm,
And the thing is, and what a lot of women got to understand, and they got to work on. They might not want to work on this, but what y'all got, well, not you, but most women out here that needs to work on it is y'all got to be able to be diverse in y'all conversation game. Y'all need to
mm-hmm.
start reading more books. Uh, here, go to seminars if you fucking need to.
Well, it depends. I'm gonna say this. It
Uh-huh.
depends on who you're dealing with. Cause you got all these dudes ain't out here reading no damn books, and you know
Okay,
that.
okay. Let's
It depends
let's
on who you're dealing with. But if
okay,
you're dealing with someone who likes to learn,
okay. Yeah, we
so
gonna say
it
that.
depends. Some people like they may see something on TV or they may like hear something and they'll go like research that just because it's like I don't know what that is. I want to know what that is just for the sake of knowing. I will tell you right now, in my I'm a book of unnecessary facts. I just know a bunch of shit.
Right,
I'm not going to ever probably use any of it in real life or have to apply any of this in a
right,
real life situation. But it was something that I heard somewhere, and it's like, I don't know what that is. Let me go look that up.
right. I dig it. I dig it. I dig that. Okay, I'm gonna correct something on that then. Since you said that,
Okay.
men, I'm gonna say a variety of men would want this. Then they want participation and interaction.
Yes. Yes. Whatever
So
you like to do,
you gotta
I
be interactive
you
in it.
got to be able to do it together sometimes.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So like we gonna say for me, books. Some
Mhm.
guys sports.
Yeah.
Some guys hunting, fishing. You gotta be able to be proactive in that manner. When it comes to what he want. And that's my thing. With my interest is I need somebody that's gonna be able to conversate, have
Mhm.
dialogue.
Mhm.
Um and then I would say the second interest of mine would be somebody that is able to and to be honest, like be realistic in life when it comes to what you expect out of me and what I expect out of you.
Mhm.
I feel like if I understand your standards and I know that you can meet the standards that you request out of me,
Yes.
then life will move pretty smooth on progressing. Because I'm gonna want to do more naturally if I know you're matching what you're saying.
Yes,
You
that
know what I'm
that
saying?
I say I got a well, I saw a phrase and I use it a lot, but it's got to be don't ask me for something I can't ask you for.
Right,
So like don't expect me to be up here and you doing the bare minimum.
right,
Like matching effort,
yeah,
consistency, that keeps my interest. Because
right,
you start getting inconsistent, I start losing interest.
right. Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Yeah, and we gonna tie this. We gonna finna tie both of these together now. When it
Okay.
comes to people, gotta understand that. Um, and I know on one conversation I had read. Okay, it's cool. We gotta understand, like people, like they're attracted to kindness, and they're attracted to somebody doing a good deed or something. Um, you gotta like understand that that has nothing to do with that person overall. Cause that person can be doing that shit just to get your damn attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, understand, everybody understands the art of the game of life,
Yeah.
especially intelligent men. If y'all out here looking for an intelligent, smart, or a self-aware man, they will pull the Steve Harvey game on your ass quick. You know what I'm saying? They will pull this Steve Harvey. They'll do it. They'll pander the hell out y'all asses, and then y'all will be looking stupid, alone, single, wondering what happened. I thought he was a good person. When I met him, he was doing this, and that's your fault. You met him when he was doing that, and maybe he was doing that to get your damn attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why when I was younger, shit, I used to always stay in the library. And it wasn't even half the time, it wasn't even today I'm getting a book. It was like, I need to find somebody here that was smart, that's in the library. So I'm gonna go in the library to read a book, because if she
Oh
read a
God.
book, I'm good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
ladies, y'all gotta understand that. Like, stop saying you want a man, or you think your attraction is that man doing something kind, or he's doing, like, that's how you was attracted. No, like, be aware of what you're saying, because that same shit that you speaking of, and I always say words are like spells. So the
Mm.
shit you speaking of, that shit go gravitate to your ass, and then you go still be single looking crazy, because you thought all you wanted and what you said was what you're going to get, and that's not always the case.
Yeah.
Not the outcome ain't gonna be the same. You gotta be careful with your words.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, we got to focus more on how to establish interest, and not only establish interest, but how to maintain it.
Maintain interest. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta maintain interest. A lot of people, we get into a situation, we all become lackadaisical, to where it's like, once you have fulfilled this one item of a situation, everything is done. It's
Mm-hmm.
kind of like the whole going to church thing. It's like, once I'm at church, I've made it. Like, a lot of people have that I've made it. It's like, hey, all I gotta do is just go to church Sunday. All I gotta do is,
Not taking anything out of the sermon.
right.
It's
All I
just
gotta do is
there.
go to church, get baptized,
Just
and I made it.
routine.
And I've
Yeah.
made it. That's it.
No.
And that's how it is. A lot of people, ironically, we apply that same principle to our day-to-day life. All I gotta do is this, and I
Especially marriage. Oh my God. People think marriage is the end game. No, you just getting started, baby.
yeah,
You are
real
just
talk,
getting started. Your
real
life
talk,
has changed
real
completely.
talk. Like, this is when you really put the work in.
If marriage is the end goal, then guess what? Your ass gonna be divorced very soon. If
Very,
that was all you wanted.
very quick. And I'm gonna do a show
I
on
take
that
that
one.
back. I don't even want to say marriage because that's the wrong word. A wedding. If a wedding is your end game, then you sadly mistaken. You're gonna be divorced.
Exactly. Big time. Very, very
Yes.
quick.
Yes.
Very quick. Very quick. And because, once again, because a lot of people don't do the work. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of people, when we start dating, people don't realize that you got to evaluate how you are feeding your energy to this person.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you get married, you can't shift that energy. And see, a lot of people do that. It's like you'll feed somebody a certain type of energy, and then when you say I do, you shift the energy, and people feel that. We
Mm-hmm.
feel the change of how you approach things. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And what'll happen is, and it happens all the time, they start deflecting and saying, oh, you must don't love me no more. You know what I'm saying? You don't love
Mm-hmm.
me no more, or,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, why you can't just take me how I am. You either
Mm.
gotta take me how I am, or you must don't love me no
You
more.
don't love me no more.
That's
Yeah.
the quickest deflect. You know, you don't love me no more.
Oh man.
And
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation.
And love has nothing to do with what we discussed before we got married. That
Yeah.
whole interest part, the whole attraction part.
Hmm.
That's why this I'm tying this all together. Cause
Yeah.
check this out. When you get married, a lot of people get real lazy, not just
Hmm.
mentally, but we get lazy physically.
Hmm.
We lose all the attraction that caught that person's attention.
Mm.
And then you turn around and you dumb down the interest part. And guess what you just created? A whole bunch of bullshit that's going to eventually cause a person to either A, cheat, B, leave,
Yeah.
or C, all the above, cheat
Yeah.
and leave. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Or you can
Because
be arguing all the damn time until they cheat or leave.
exactly. Exactly. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, we got to be able to evaluate. That's why it's so important to evaluate the difference at the beginning. What attracted you to that person? Because that person, especially women, y'all want to know this stuff. And you don't want to know the bullshit answer of that. You want the truth. So you know what you need to do to keep that up. You see what I'm saying? If I
Hmm.
tell you I like thighs, then you know exactly what thigh exercises to work out. But if I give you some bullshit answer like I love your mind, then that motherfucker ain't going to no gym. She just going to like learn stuff. And then when she
Oh my God.
becomes unproportionately of what you did, what you liked about her physically, then you can't get mad because you never told her in the first place what you was attracted to.
Wow. I got a quick story. It's
Yeah.
been about 2 years ago, almost three. I had met this guy, and his mom was out of state or whatever, and so he was telling his mom he had met me, and she was like, okay, well, what she looked like, you know how mamas are. So he sent her a picture, nice picture, and she was like, okay, send me another one. So he sent her another picture, like, okay, that's nice, she's pretty. Now I want you to send me a picture and show me what you really interested in, what how she really got you or something like that. She didn't say interested, but she was like, show me how she really got you. That's what she said. And then he sent her a picture of me like in this party dress. And she was like, yeah, I figured that. Like you try to send me the nice PG pictures.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
show me what you really looking at over there.
Exactly. Exactly. Like, don't
What really caught your eye?
be giving me that. It ain't know what it is. Exactly.
She
That
know her
part. What
son.
caught your eye?
Yes.
Yeah, we all understand the name of that game. You know what I'm saying? We all understand the name of the game, but a lot of people don't.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta understand each other, man. A lot of us don't understand each other because we lie to each other. We lie to each other so
Lie
much.
all the time because it sounds so good, and you don't want to look like an asshole or look like you shallow. Fuck that. Fuck all. It is what it is. That's a part of it that goes into everything else. Yeah, all of that is important. Yeah, the mental part. Yeah, that's important. But you can't leave out that physical aspect, and people be trying to leave that out to try to make themselves seem more intellectual or
Right.
make themselves seem more wholesome or more spiritual. No, you got to have that. You got to have that. It can develop
Yeah.
over time, but it's got to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause just like you know what I'm saying, I just said earlier, it trickles down from the
Hmm.
attraction to the interest to once you say I do. If y'all don't have all these step by step realistic conversations, this shit is going to fall at the end. It's going to fall
Hmm.
because you never cover this shit at the beginning. You gotta cover this shit at the beginning. You gotta be honest at the beginning. You gotta be real at the beginning. You gotta be honest at the beginning.
Okay, I'm not sure what. Okay, there we
Yo, you
go.
there?
Yeah, you froze up a little bit. I was like, uh oh,
Yeah,
what? Okay.
what the fuck happened? People don't want us to tell us. They don't want us to tell the truth out here in these streets. It's all good. They don't want us to tell the truth out here in these streets. That's what the
That's
shit.
all right.
We gonna get this information out here, goddamn it.
That's right.
But yeah, man. I'm like, I know my internet ain't bad. I'm the goddamn cable guy. I know my shit work. Goddamn, yeah, that
Right.
shit on
If
point.
don't nobody else's work, yours better be
Yeah,
working.
that's why I ain't even did nothing. I'm just looking like my shit legit. But yeah, all this stuff trickles down. We gotta be real at the beginning, honest at the beginning, so y'all ain't gotta play catch up arguing at y'all damn wedding or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Why you didn't
Yes.
tell me about that motherfucker? Or why you didn't
Right.
tell me about that female? You know what I'm saying? Have these conversations ahead of time and be real about what you like, what you're interested in, what you're not interested in, what you're not attracted to. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, like, be real. If you know you don't want your woman gaining 30, 40, 50 pounds, then you need to let her know that, hey, I don't like a woman that's going to gain X amount of pounds. I'm going to need you to be, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So and so I be real. Like, don't be like, I'm going to love you the way you are. And then when she
Mm-mm.
get a certain weight, you mad as hell. And you can't get your dick hard no more because you ain't attracted to her. That's your fault then.
Yeah.
That's your fault.
Yeah.
You gotta be real. Cause guess
That's
what?
true.
She gonna be real. Cause when that kitty cat ain't getting wet no more, then she gonna be complaining. She
Mm.
gonna be complaining.
You ain't lying.
She gonna be complaining in all kinds of ways. Your food ain't gonna be that good no more. Your food ain't
Man,
gonna be good that more. It ain't
listen.
shit gonna
I
be.
see I see some married couples and it's not funny, but you can tell they don't even like each other no more. Like she hates him or
Yeah,
he hates her. Like they do not love each other. Still
man.
love each you still love each other, but they do not like each other no more.
Hell no, they don't. Not at all. Not at all. They do not like each other. I see it all.
Oh,
I go to people's houses all the time, and I see it. I see the hate. I see it. I can see they ain't even talk to each other all damn day, and they be in the same damn house. Ain't talk to each other all day. One of them don't even know I'm coming there. They be like, I didn't know
I
you
know
was
you was coming.
coming. I be damn. Like, how the fuck you didn't know y'all both here? Like, yeah, y'all both here. And you don't know I was. Wow,
Right.
wow.
Dang. Yeah.
And then when I leave, they still ain't talk not one damn minute. I have to talk to them separately. If I go, hey, you good? I blah blah blah. All right. I go, hey, you good? All right, all right. And I go to this fucking leave. Cause they ain't finna talk to each other till I'm leaving.
No.
It's
Mm-mm.
sad.
They not.
It's sad. You
That
right
is
about that
terrible.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It
odd.
it shows.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man. So yeah, we're gonna get it to this. We're gonna get it to the final thoughts. And I want you to go ahead and give your final thoughts on assessing
Ooh.
this whole attraction and interest thing.
Yeah. It's one of those things. It everything works together. It's you can't separate them. They
Right.
all intertwine. Now you can be attracted and not interested,
Right.
but I honestly don't feel that you can be interested and not attracted. I've never seen that.
Right.
Never. Unless it's like on some buddy buddy type shit.
Right.
But in a romantic situation, it has to be both. Has to be both. It can't be one or the other. And be real with yourself, be real with your person, and shit. And if they slacking off, then shit, you better tell them.
Yeah. Real talk.
Better let them know. Can't be scared. They might be upset for a minute, but they'll appreciate the honesty in the long run. You might have to hear it for, a little bit, but they'll appreciate it later. Because I'd rather you tell me than you tell somebody else, because that'll piss me off. Don't talk to nobody about me, and I'm right here. Don't ask nobody about me, and I'm right here.
Right.
But yeah, I don't have too much else to add that we haven't already covered because we've been on here for about an hour.
Oh yeah, we hit some points. We hit some
Yeah,
points.
yeah,
I try to hit it on the hour on the dot. So I did
yeah,
pretty good tonight. I did good
yeah.
tonight.
We did good.
Oh yeah. So yeah, my final thought is all
Oh Lord.
right.
Oh my goodness.
All right, this is my final thought. Okay.
Okay.
For everybody on social media, that when people have ask questions and have discussions, I'm gonna need for everybody to step that shit up when it comes to how we have conversations on social media platforms. I'm gonna need for men. I'm gonna need for my men to do better on y'all conversation game when y'all come with these answers.
Well, you know what? I don't mean to cut you off, but you know why they not being honest? Because it's gonna be that woman who ain't got no man telling him how he wrong.
That's so true.
That's why they don't bother participating, or they give a watered down answer because they don't want to hear it. Or they trying to finesse you. It, it,
Yeah,
it, it ain't nothing else.
that's that's so true.
It ain't nothing
Sad,
else.
sad but true. So
Yeah.
so sad but true. Um, yeah, you know what? Let's touch on that. All right, on social media, people, I need y'all to start checking people resumes. Okay, it's time to start checking people resumes on this part. Okay, if these people are not in a relationship or B married, do not listen to these people that's telling y'all shit. Okay, they can have an opinion, not knocking that. But if these people is going to give y'all a back and forth, or they going to get hostile with you or any kind of way, or try to give you false information when you know it's not right, just check their resume. Ask these people how long they been with the person that they're with. That's all you have to do. How long you been with the person you been with? You know what I'm saying? Ask these,
Yeah.
check the credentials. Cause I'm not gonna go to a counseling. I'm not gonna get counseling with a person that do not have any expertise in counseling. Okay, I'm not.
Hmm.
I
Amen.
walk out the building. They can't tell me shit. They have no,
Yeah,
they don't know what they're talking about.
that's right.
So when we having these conversations or in groups and collectives on social media platforms, and you have people that are giving information, and you know that they suck at relationships, they have sucked in dating world. You need to check these people. Let these people know. No, you need to correct what you're saying because it's wrong. It don't
Mhm.
matter what you feel. It don't matter your opinion. You can have it, but if it's not factual, then you are wrong.
Right.
You have a wrong opinion. It's your opinion, but it's a wrong opinion.
And it be a group of them just
Right,
wrong.
right. Because you can tell me, and it's fine. You can tell me that cows are pink. It's fine. That is your opinion to say cows are pink. But guess what? Your cow pink opinion is still wrong. Okay? It's wrong.
Pink cow.
So stop saying this. The generic answer is everybody ain't the same. No shit.
Oh Lord.
Everybody ain't the same. But guess
Yes.
what? Every home
It
ain't
all works the damn thing.
Every home ain't the same, but goddamn it, you got a door, you got windows, you got electric for some of y'all that pay bills, and you got water if you pay that. So every house ain't the same, but you got fundamentals there that you use. You know what I'm saying? That you use. So stop fucking saying, don't do the cop out and say everybody ain't the same. Just all I'm saying. And I'm gonna end my final thought on this, people. We got to learn how to hold each other accountability when it comes to understanding what you're interested in and what you're not interested in. Stop talking about the shit that you're interested in and start being more near direct and narrow your selection of people that you want to date by mentioning the shit that you're not interested in. Start mentioning shit so we can start picking
Yeah.
better people for your life, because we gotta stop saying how you are better and all this, and you're not really narrowing down what you suck at and what you're good at and what that person needs to have to complement you.
Yeah.
So really work on being complimented to complement who you want, if
Hmm.
that makes sense.
I know what you
That's it.
mean. You gotta be what you want to attract.
Right. So other than that, that's all I gotta say, man. And I'm gonna do the plug real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling plug the fam stuff. that's her stuff. I'm gonna let her talk if she want to say something.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. So, some of you who are in here already are all my YouTube and my Discord. If you have not seen my videos on YouTube, please check me out. I got a lot of different stuff on there, a little something for everybody, but it is all based on love, healing, and um beauty, like inner beauty. Okay, so you looking for something to help uplift you, I might have something for you. And if you go on there and you want to talk to me directly, there's going to be contact information on my YouTube. I am also on Facebook and Instagram. So Prophetic Lex, the same name that you see here, you can put that in Google and it's going to pull up all of my pages, whatever you're most comfortable with. Doesn't matter to me.
No doubt. No doubt. Hey, next show, man, my damn microphones better be here tomorrow, man. I, I want to do another show tomorrow, man, and I think my show, I'm going to talk about why women want to marry Jesus Christ. You
Oh
know what I'm
Lord.
saying?
Oh
Why,
Lord.
why do
I
y'all? Why are women trying to marry Jesus Christ? Okay, we gonna
I
have
can't I can't be a part of that one because I'm too much of
that.
what people would consider a sinner to
I
be
got.
wanting to marry Jesus.
Hey, no, don't worry about it. I will bring it. You have why people want to marry. Why women want to marry Jesus Christ? That's gonna be the topic tomorrow night. Until then, though.
Oh yeah, I forgot real quick before we go. The my tarot after dark is tomorrow. So
Okay.
those of you on the East Coast, 10 p.m. Eastern, me and Mindless Maturity will be doing my tarot after dark. We'll be playing. I'm not sure what game we're gonna play tomorrow, but it's always fun. So if you're interested just in the game night, come out, check us out. We're gonna be discussing more love and relationship topics and as well as intimacy. Okay, so make sure you ain't got your kids with you when you tune in tomorrow.
No doubt. No doubt. Hey, let's get it. Let's get it. Hey, but for real though, next time, man, y'all have a blessed one, man. Thank y'all for the support. Continue to support. Continue to be real. And let's continue to get this money. And good night.
Peace.
Peace.